Hello everybody, welcome back. Here we are, back with a nice computer. We're going to have a look at what we did 2, 3, maybe 4 days ago when we were talking about how the total 2 looks like it wants to come down to this level, which would have been a 6% drop to around the 1.14 trillion, 1.13, 1.15, these are kind of areas. And here we are, we've hit it pretty much exactly to the 21 exponential moving average, 1.12, 1.13, so a tad smaller, lower than where we expected by a second decimal point. Fine. So we're here then now. We're here. So what are we expecting? Well, if the previous analysis was correct, waiting for this area, which we've now seen and now getting a bit of a response for, should see the bounce that we've been waiting for, maybe even the full reversal, maybe even the parabolic run begins from this low. If it doesn't begin from this low, it won't take long to know if you're wrong, which is the beauty of the trade. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I've got a new link for BloFin, the new exchange everybody's piping up about. And so you can set up with that, get 20% off all your trades if you use the link, spot and futures. And I think there's some kind of cashback thing going on as well for it as well. But anyway, if you want to set that account up, there's a link in the description below for it. So, we're now at the daily, where we're seeing a support on a freshly created exponential golden cross. Okay, lovely, that's good stuff. No bullish divergence into this though, which is unfortunate. So as you can see, we have got the death cross at the top and the golden cross at the bottom. 7.6% pullback so far. Pretty much exactly as expected. Let's have a look at the 4 hourly, which also had a golden cross, which has unfortunately been, what do we always say? What does everybody always say? It's been invalidated. It's invalidated. Well, the 4 hourly may have been invalidated so far, but it was invalidated around here as well. It's still ricocheted dramatically. However, no bullish divergence. So in the absence of this bull div, it becomes less likely that you do see the bounce that you want. And we've not seen any bull div on any of those major time frames, which is unfortunate. But we are sitting at major support on a weekly and on a daily, right? So today is really the day where you would hope for it to start bouncing and continue, or fail, really. Now, it is the weekend, which is unfortunate, because weekends are usually pretty crap. But crypto is doing its own thing, because if we look at stocks, there's your S&P or SPX closed, well, neutral, with golden crosses across the board on the 4 hourly. The daily looking relatively strong, golden crosses on the 4 hour on the daily also. And again, the weekly looking relatively good. We normally look at the US 500 so we can see our horizontal supports and boxes, but done all right. So, it's done all right. It's done okay. So it should allow for, crypto to start to perk up a little bit. That's what I'm kind of hoping, because this is the analysis that we set ourselves earlier on in the week. So, like I said, this is it. This is the time. So let's have a look at some of the big boys then. So we got Bitcoin, which didn't come down to the horizontal, which the lower zone is 101, the other area is 104, which we have kind of lost at this stage now. So the 101 being the next horizontal area of support. Again, the daily, the 4 hourly. And the weekly, none of which showed anything major, but we do have the 4 hourly with a double golden cross, 200 simple and exponential sitting around the 102 600. So there's opportunity for us there. And if we think about Ethereum, which again is as weak as a mother, and we've got lots of bull div, hidden bull div. We've got the money flow index sinking right down to 9.5. So a decent place for it to turn around and rally from, I have to say. 20 exponential support so far, similar to the weekly on total 2. Again, an area. Certainly is an area where a bounce could take place from, definitely. And go to a weekly, we're still above the 20 weekly and the 21. So despite the big rejection from this exact area, the box of significance, we've still got plenty of support below us on a weekly, all the way down to really around 2,200-ish area. So Bitcoin wants to go a little further down. Ethereum could certainly afford to go down if it wants to, but despite being at support at the moment. And the total 2, total 2 is at support. So what I'm saying is, we set ourselves a plan. The plan was set earlier on in the week. Now the plan has come to fruition. Today is the day. You know, are you going to pull the trigger or not? So it's completely up to you. I'm certainly going to pull some triggers, definitely, because again, what's the motto when you're at these support areas? You know, we've waited all week for us to get here. It's come down here exactly as expected, and now it's a matter of pulling the trigger because it doesn't take long to know if you're wrong. And what I mean is, you know, if you get stopped out just below your support where you've entered into, you don't lose as much. That's the beauty of waiting for a support to get tagged. Support has been tagged. Find your altcoin of choice. Are you floating at support? Is there decent risk to reward? Does it look bullish or does it look particularly bearish? But it's got to be at support, otherwise you're not going to really want to buy it. Or you're certainly not going to want to futures trade it. So it's up to you to scan your particular coins of interest, because I'm not pointing out that Bitcoin or Ethereum, and you certainly can't trade Total 2 as a chart itself, is the thing to do. So it's up to you now to decide what it is that you're going to do. If you're going to do anything at all, if you don't want to do anything, that's fine. I can understand that as well. You know, buying supports on the way down can be a bit risky, certainly. But you know, I'm looking at the whole thing as one giant machine. You know, the market is one giant crypto machine that's generally dictated by that Total 1, Total 2, Total 3, depending on which one you're looking at. And the Total 2 includes Ethereum, and Ethereum is still okay. It's not broken down massively bearish or anything like that. It's created a high. Now we're looking for the lower high. And again, the lower high could be right now based on the 4 hourly, wasn't it? The 4 hourly is where well, actually, on neither of these time frames, actually. Oh yeah, the daily is at the 21. That's it. So Total 2 is the main thing. Ethereum has got something going for it at this level. It's a line in the sand. You know, it's similar to a Bollinger Band to the 21 exponential. It's like the 20, but it makes more sense for volatile moves. And this has been a volatile move. If you like Ethereum or not, you have to respect that it did a 100% rally. So that's fine. You know, Ethereum can't do 100% what it just did. You know, it did it. It did it between April and May. What about sell in May, walk away? Sell in May, pump away is all I can say. Alright, so looks reasonable. You know, the analysis has come to that day, and today's the day. Whether or not you pull the trigger or not is completely up to you. But this is my analysis and this is my plan. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.